Okay, we're off. Right, just bear with me. I'm just setting a couple of things up. Bear with me a moment. Okay, hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. Just a quick audio check. Let me know if you are in the live chat, how the audio sounds, and then we will continue. I'm just going to ask my sound engineer how the sound is. See what he says. Okay, right. Now we've got 7 watching, so hopefully some more people will come in. We're going to watch a clip that's happened today, well, a few hours ago. My first thing I want to leave with on tonight's news show is Crowborough. So just let me know how's the sound. Fab, thank you, Tamsin. Thanks for being here, darling. It's Crowborough. Now, the tiny little village, it's about 600 people there. Now, they've cleared out the barracks that was for army cadets. They've cleared them all out. And they're putting in... Hi, Loza B. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. You okay? They're putting in these migrants. Okay. Now, when I say migrants, I don't mean people that are coming here to look for work. I don't mean people that have been brought here for a specific reason. I mean people that are here illegally. They're coming in on the English Channel. They have no right to be here. They are criminals. They are breaking the law. And instead of just turning the boats away, they are putting them... Hi Lee, how you doing? Oh, good. I think it's because you're a regular. Hi Anna Nedge, how you doing? Lord Dandy, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you all coming in. Hopefully we'll get some more in. Hopefully the more I do these, the more people that will come over. So they're coming in, right? Now you guys know how I feel about this, all right? I've come up with... What was that? It's a weird noise. I don't know what that was. I think it was coming from the kitchen. I'm sure I'll find out in a minute. What I would do, and I've been saying this for years, you should put some cruise liners, some old cruise liners in the English Channel. So as soon as they start to come, you get intercepted, get the Royal Navy there, but put some. Right, give me 1 sec. I think it's Safi. Hold on. Apologies, it's the washing machine. Okay. So what I would do, I'll put some ferries in the channel. How's the audio? Is it okay? And then as soon as they come in, they come across, you get some Royal Navy, take them to one of these big cruise liners, give them a meal. Now, you may think I'm being too kind, but I know the bleeding heart sound is good and clear. Thank you very much, Jenna, darling. You know, I'm being kind, okay? I'm not evil. Give them some food and water, give them a bed for the night, and then pop them on their way back to France. Okay, that is what I would do. They should never be touching our land. Number 2, if that was still not stopping as many as we'd like, I would then put a few great whites in the channel. They can live in this water. We have temperate waters. The waters are warming apparently because of so-called global warming, which just happens anyway. Okay, just saying. The waters are warming, so that will happen, and then the great whites will probably get a few. Hello, Sing Blue Silver, and hopefully, it might stop them. We're talking about deterrence now. I know, yeah, we're going to talk about that in a moment, darling. So these are for people that might not know about this, because we have people from all over the world coming here as well, so they might not know what we're talking about. So I'm just going back to what these people are. Now, they don't stop coming. The record has just been broken since Kia Starmer, Kia Karzai, Kia, whatever his name is, Dalek, robot, thing. We've had 60-odd thousand coming, and they are coming constantly across the channel. Now, what we do when we get here, we're putting them into detention centres at most. We are putting them into hotels, into 4- and 5-star hotels, and now we're kicking out the cadets and putting them in barracks. Now, the Conservatives tried to do this, and it was voted down. Hi, Nanny love. It was voted down. Now, the reason why it was voted down was because these barracks are in little areas, little villages, or tiny little towns, or sometimes just little settlements in the middle of nowhere. and they're not locked in. Okay, I could understand, I could meet these people halfway and say, right, okay, you've got to put them somewhere. Okay, I accept that. Lock them in. But they're not. They are free to come and go as they wish. And these people are literally stealing, raping, murdering our women and children. And that's not me, and men, that's not me saying that. That is a fact. 99.9% of the people coming over on these boats are not women and children. They are men. They are fighting age, working age men. I believe they knew exactly what they were doing with the old jabs, and they want to replace us. They know what's going to happen. That's my opinion. But, you know, I'm entitled to that. So anyway, so these people, they planned on putting these migrant men in Crowborough, in this tiny little village. Now, it's been going on for about 3 months, and they've all been protesting. I've been covering it on this channel. Now, 4 days ago, I'm going to show you this now. Just 4 days ago, the Home Office said, no, there's no plans. No, there's no plans for them to come in yet. And there's a group been set up. I'm going to show it you now. It's called Crowborough Shield. And the lady that's heading it, she's obviously a local. She's a mum. Hi, Unity Calling. How you doing? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. So she set up this page. I'm going to share it actually, called Crowborough Shield. And she's done a video today. Hi, Carlos. And these people, they said they weren't going to be coming in, are now here. We had 27 so far overnight. Okay, so Crowborough Shield is a non-political voluntary residents group dedicated to protecting the interests, well-being and future of Crowborough. It's me being a bit blonde, sorry about that. Now they started in November 2025. All right, so she's put a video out today. I'm about to upload this as well to this channel, but before we watch her video, I just want to show you this. Okay, now this was the 18th. Hang on, go back a little bit here. There's a legal update from the 10th of January. Now, because the locals do not want these people. I'm guessing if they were locked in, they might be a little bit more sympathetic, but they will not do that. They are letting them roam free. So the Home Office has said it's been received, the legal case has been received, continues to say no decisions have been made. They've actually put it off until April now, which is absolutely disgusting. So there is a legal case going on. The Home Office, apparently the council are not fighting it whatsoever. Just like in Epping, they did fight it, not here. Now, the government was still denying, lying to the community, saying there's no plans to put them in yet. Now, this was taken recently. Look at these signs on these buildings in the barracks. These signs got put up 4 days ago in the dead of night. And I'll show you what they say now. I'm going to get this up. So you've got fire assembly point. You've got transport, welfare office. They've got a medical centre. They've got a gym and site, is that manager's office. These signs popped up 4 nights ago. Okay. The locals have gone in and filmed, and the Home Office are still saying this was on the 18th of January, 4 days ago. No decision's been made. So why have all these signs come up? So lo and behold, last night, overnight, we had this. Despite our collective, lawful, peaceful and consistent efforts to get the Home Secretary to listen to our concerns, she has ignored them and has now moved illegal migrants into the Crowborough, why do I keep saying Crowbridge? Crowborough, sorry about that to those residents, Army training camp. We will continue with our legal case and we will keep you updated. So this lady has left a little video, so we're just going to watch this now, but I will be uploading this to this channel after this stream.
In the early hours this morning, I think I was... So it is confirmed that the first asylum seekers did arrive in the early hours this morning. I think there's around 30 of them. The Home Secretary and the Home Office do not give a damn about the impact on this community. They've obviously gone ahead. They didn't give the 48 hours notice, which we knew they were never going to do. Wealdon District Council don't appear to be considering a stop order. So we are meeting with the legal team, and I will update you later. Unfortunately, I don't have anything further, but I did say that we would be open and transparent with you. We do know that they are in there now. And yeah, we'll update you as soon as we can.
It's disgusting, because the thing is, again, they're not going to be locked in. So if you cross the channel illegally, you should be... Hello, Spark Swain. Thank you for being here. Got an American in the house. Yeah. And a member as well. Thank you for joining the memberships. 99p a month if you want to join. You can cancel any time, by the way. Hi, Glasgow Dave. How you doing? How is... their thing is Penny, no official figures. Well, there is official figures, which is 64,000 since Kia cars came in. Official overall, I think it's something like 500,000, but it might be more. Probably is more. Another 600 doctors. I was watching not GMTV, GB News earlier, and they actually said there'll be some engineers on there. Right, okay. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to show you this, just why this is from Talk TV 3 hours ago. This is Samara Gill. I'm just going to show this clip. I don't think Talk will strike us, but you never know. Let's see. If they do, they'll just ask us to stop playing it. All right then, so let's just see what they said. She's reporting directly from there. Hopefully my internet's a bit better as well, because I've had a few issues getting the new one up and running, but it's a bit better now. So let's see how we get on. So we're going to hear what she says. She's outside there, and I've also got a clip of them sneaking them in the middle of the night. And again, I cannot express this enough. These people are not going to be locked in. There's going to be no guards stopping them. Right now, this is, at the moment, it's 27. It can hold up to, I think it's 600. Who's paying for it all? Who is paying for the medical people on site? All these people. And the thing is that 600 are coming in a day, sometimes double that in one day. So let's just say they look after all these people. Then the next day, there's another the same and another the same. So putting like 50 here, they've built a 70 million detention centre in Oxford. They've got 50 people in it. It can hold up to 150. Why? This government, I don't believe they're stupid. I believe that they're far from stupid. That's the worst thing. They say, oh, we're going to move them here. No, you don't move them anywhere. You just send them home. Now, what I would do, okay, if they can't send them home, okay. Right, use a bit of reverse psychology. You make them want to go home, and you make them not want to come. And this is what I would do. Okay, you want to come in the army barracks, right? First of all, you're going to be tagged. It'll be a bit of cost up front, but compared to the cost it'll save in the very short term future, it will be worth it. Tag them first, okay? Lock them in second. Third, they get bread and water. That's it. And maybe a bit of porridge. That's it. They're being fed. They can't say they're not being fed. And they've got a bed, and you make the beds extremely basic and uncomfortable. Then you say, right, okay, you can either stay here. You've got no chance of ever being here legally, because you came here illegally. Why they've got to say we're processing the claim? No. You don't get processed. If you come here illegally, there's no processing. You go, and that's it. That's it. So you can either stay in this camp for the rest of your life and live on bread, water and a bit of porridge, or you can bugger off home, and we'll give you a couple of £100. I know people are going mad and say, don't do that. Well, look, it gets rid of them. And if you come back again, you'll be doing the same. Build detention centres all over the South Coast. Yeah, and stick them in there with guards, locked in, tagged. Simple. That will cure the problem instantly, because they will all want to bugger off and they won't want to come here. as well as your ships in the channel, right? And that way you're not breaking any international laws, because you know how much you talk about the international, even though the other countries break them, you're fine, because you're feeding them, you're giving them a little bit of money to get home and get some food and whatnot, and that's it, done. But no, they want to move them into hotels. They want to move them into what they're calling army barracks that are more like they've got gyms. How many army barracks have like gyms and leisure centres? And you're not there to do any work. You're not there to fight for the country. You're just there just to hang about. You can come and go as you want. You can go and rape as many women as you want. You won't go to jail. And if you do go to jail, you'll get to stay in the country. They love going to jail, because then when they come out, they can just do what they want. And this is the major problem with this country. But anyway, we're gonna see what the Samara Gill's got to say. This was 3 hours ago.
Speaking with people who are absolutely enraged. Property prices, they think, have just plummeted in their local area. There's someone who's got a actual patch of land that is right where the barracks are, and they can already see men loitering. They're worried about the safety of their women and girls. This is a town that has been absolutely sort of plunged into mayhem because of the government's choices. Now, Shabana Mahmood has obviously said that this is a good thing because she wants to get migrants out of hotels. That's the whole Labour edict, is that they want to get migrants out of hotels and into army facilities that are a little bit less cushy and luxury. But the effect is still same on the communities. There are still men being placed into communities which we know nothing about. So I think the root cause, it has not been solved, and there are plenty of people out here that I'm just looking at behind me that are fearing at the moment and feeling like their town is a little more unsafe today.
Samara Gill reporting a little bit earlier from Crowborough. Well, let's speak to Councillor Andrew Wilson. He's an independent councillor for Crowborough South East. Andrew, thanks for joining me on Talk Drive today. What do you make of this? You knew it was coming for a while. Now it's happened.
Well, the interesting thing, Peter, and thank you for having me on, it was only yesterday that the Home Office actually gave us an indication that they were actually going to definitely...
It was definitely going ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
Not much notice, is it?
Well, we got a matter of hours. They promised the district council and the community at least 72 hours notice, but quite frankly, since this news broke that Crowborough...
Right, you've just heard that. They got no notice. They got told last night. So they were told they were going to get like 72 hours. That was the councillor. They weren't told about this. It's just utterly disgusting what this government are doing. And the thing is, and I know again this might sound a little bit lefty, but I've been saying this for years. All right, they needed to have a Labour government in, and I know this sounds a bit backwards. Just bear with me. The Labour should have got in a few years ago, because it was going to take Labour to get in for the normies to wake up. Because while the Tories were in, we know all this has been going on for years, but while the Tories were in, most people were just complacently going about their life. London has turned into an utter shithole. So has Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, all the main cities, utter shitholes, right? But most people outside of those places have been sort of, going along and, oh, well, the Tories are in, they can't be as bad as Labour. Then when it got really, really bad and Labour got in, people started to notice them turning up in their town, in their villages, more and more. And then people started to say, hold on a minute, what is going on? And because Labour are in, that's when it woke people up. It had to happen. Things had to get even worse to wake up. Because while the Tories are in, it's like people have got like blinkers on or rose-tinted glasses and think, well, we've got the lesser of the two evils. They promised to get the migrants down. They promised us Brexit. And, he's doing his best. Boris is doing his best, they're trying and all that nonsense. It's taken Keir Starmer to get in. I know they are, Carlos. I totally agree with you, but I'm talking about public perception now. I'm not on about my opinion. This had to happen. It had to get this worse to get your average person on the street to wake up. But yeah, 1,000,000% they're both as bad as each other. I totally and utterly agree with you. I'm disgusted in what the Conservatives done in this country, and I've always voted Conservative, but never again. So this is happening. There's been a lot of protests there today. I'm just going to try and get some, see if we can get some up for you. I keep saying Crowbridge and I don't know why, guys. Tell me off when I do it, will you, in the chat? Say, oi, pen. So there has been some protests this evening. See if I can get some in there. If I've got any clips. So we've got, this was 4 hours ago on GB News. This was that lady who was in the car. She's speaking. Let's not forget, this, it's all happening now. This is all going on tonight. They're there. They've moved in. I personally believe they're going to keep them in for a little bit. They're not stupid. They're going to keep them in. They're not going to let them roam the streets in the next day or two. Right. So let's hear what this lady's got to say, who is in charge of this Crowborough Shield.
It's absolutely shameful, and it just sums up the Home Office's behaviour and attitude towards this community, I think. Yeah, it's just utterly shameful.
I mean, just what is your concern? These 27 young men initially could be up to 500. What is the concern you have with this? The government say that this is a model that they want to adopt more austere conditions rather than hotels up and down the country.
Yeah, I mean, they've said that their two ambitions is to reduce the impact on communities and to reduce the cost of asylum hotels. Well, this does not meet either of those ambitions. It's more expensive when you think about the amount that's got to go into it, millions of taxpayers' money, to get the site habitable. And the impact on communities isn't 100 people in a city in a hotel. This is up to 600 men on the edge of a town with little infrastructure and nothing for them to do. So it does not meet those objections, and it's just reckless.
What's your fear in terms of the impact then? As you say, it's a community that lacks a lot of resources because it's such a small community.
I mean, it does. And, you know, we were told that all of the asylum seekers would have to register with GPs. And we know what it's like to try and get a GP's appointment at 8 a.m. The infrastructure isn't there. There is nothing for them to do in this town. There's a few shops, churches and schools. That's it. So what are these men going to do? I mean, we know that they're bussed into other towns. But, you know, again, it's the secrecy. They're using these emergency powers to sneak this through. And there's been no consultation. And with Wilden as well, Wilden District Council, no one's engaged with this community to say how this is actually going to work, and that's the key thing here.
And you know that is one of the biggest worries, I know, for local residents. We've seen it in other locations where migrants are housed as well. The very fact that they will be free to come and go into these local communities, often small communities. What can you do about it? Just finally, Kim, are you going to seek a judicial review? Is there an avenue open to you there, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have asked the courts to expedite the case. We want to get the case heard as soon as possible. The Home Secretary at the moment is unlawfully withholding disclosure, so they won't give disclosure. So we're pushing for that and trying to insist that they give comply with duty of candour. So yeah, we are pushing forward, and we hope to have a judicial review heard as soon as possible.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Kim Bailey, for speaking to us live on GB News there. And Martin, you heard the news, breaking news confirmed from the director of Crowborough Shield that they are going to...
Right, so there you go. That was on GB News earlier today. So they're just not stopping with this, right? And another story I do want to cover as well. Now, I am going to be speaking a little bit about Davos. Apparently Elon was going to be speaking there today. I haven't had chance to find out what was said yet or anything like that, because I've literally just got home and gone straight live. But I know that Trump has done this board of peace thing with Tony Blair involved. I don't know what to say about that. I'm trying to wrap my brains on that, but that's for another day. I'm trying to work out whether he's trying to keep his enemies close. I'm trying to work out whether he likes... I doubt very much that Trump is a Freemason. Freemasons absolutely hate the Fabian Society. So I'll be very surprised if Trump actually gets on with Tony Blair. But we just don't know, do we? But another story that's been doing the rounds that's very concerning. I don't know whether you guys have heard of this. This happened a few days ago, and it's now gone national news. I was told Al, and he said he'd never... Oh, she's turned up! Oh, thank God for that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. She's turned up safe. They're now, these Amazon drivers, and sticking with the migrant theme, by the way, they are now stealing cats. Now, this apparently happened last year as well, and it happened again just 2 days ago. This old puddy cat, I'm going to show you now the video. It was caught on Ring Doorbell. I've just literally had an update. Hold on. That it's been returned. Oh my God, it's been returned. Thank God for that. Oh, it's asking me to subscribe. It's asking me to accept the cookies from all these websites. I don't want to accept cookies. Right, we're going to have the video now. He just walks up to the poor thing and just walks off with it. And this poor cat needed medication as well. Right, just log into this. Give me a sec. Just logging into my Facebook so I can show you the video. And yeah, this cat was just sat there watching him. And oh no, it's asking me to do all this nonsense. I'll do that another day. I ain't got time for this now, sorry. And he just walks up to it, delivers the Amazon parcel, it delivers it, and then just walks off. He just walks off with someone's cat. So I'm going to show you the video now. Here we go. It's absolutely just flabbergasting. And apparently I've just found out the puddy cat's back. So that's something at least. And we've got ads apparently.
Market access is how.
Look at this, guys. Now, I've seen the original. I just want to say, just before this happened, there's the cat there. Just before this happened, the cat was sat on the fence. I've seen some photos on Facebook. I was trying to get them up, but it wasn't really. I'm on the new device, aren't I? So, why they blur his face out is beyond me. Apparently, his face was all over the posters on Facebook. So but the newspapers are blurring him out for him. This poor cat. Anyway, he just walks off with the cat. Watch. He's watching the cat. No answer. Size of the gut on him. Right. He puts it as delivered. Puts the parcel down. Picks up the cat. Walks off. Takes it in the van. I'm going to show you this again. Apparently the cat was called Nora and she needs medication. He looked like he was sort of Eastern European, this guy, or that Turkish or that sort of way. He wasn't English, should we put it that way. Walks off with the cat. Now, we've had an update. I don't know whether it's going to be on this page. Amazon driver caught stealing cat from doorstep. Get rid of that a sec. So an Amazon delivery driver was caught on camera, allegedly, apparently. It's only allegedly, okay? Your eyes deceive you. You might not have seen that. He's got a right to defend himself in court. This guy's got a right to defend himself, apparently. This is what we're dealing with, folks. Now, it says here, I'll just make it a bit bigger so you can read it a bit better. It says here that doorbell footage shows the moment an individual appears to pick up Nora the cat. This was in Elland, Leeds, West Yorkshire, on Sunday, just gone, 18th. His owner, I've been on the owner's Facebook, the poor bloke's devastated, 53. After, apparently, Nora's owner was disgusted after he found the footage after spending a whole day looking for his missing cat. West Yorkshire Police said police received a report of a cat being stolen from outside the property on Park Avenue, Elland, which is, again, that's around Leeds, at 2:30 on Monday. So the police got the report. The cat has since been located and returned. A crime of theft has been recorded and inquiries remain ongoing. A spokesperson, can't say spokesman or woman anymore because it's genderist or whatever they call it, confirmed the company is investigating the incident and has been in touch with police. I think the only reason why he sent the cat back is purely because his employer involved. This guy never thought, I don't know, hi Sawan, I'm just catching up with the chat. Yeah, missing children. I honestly, these Eastern Europeans, and again, I've got nothing against anybody. I've got nothing against, you know, people in Europe. Not saying that all Eastern European people are stealing cats, okay? But they have been known to eat animals. They've been taken. I'm sorry, but they have. So I'm just going to try and get you the full update when it got returned. Right, let me just see. What's this bloody Daily Mail? It's full of ads. It's just impossible to look at these newspapers anymore. I just want to see. Right, okay, we've got one in the Mirror here. It's been reunited. I want to see the latest on it. Oh God! You have to pay $1.99 now. If you want to look at something without accepting all these tracking cookies, it doesn't get rid of the ads. Right, let's have a quick look. I just want to see if we've had any more updates. Yeah, I honestly, I've been saying this for years. Get your cats indoors. Just stop leaving. Don't leave your cats out. There are several reasons why you shouldn't have your cats out. I just want to see where he was found. Look at all these ads, folks. Right. He was allegedly put in the vehicle. The family immediately launched an appeal saying she was ill and needed medicine. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that is how a lot of people are getting their pets back now when they're stolen. He's just saying, look, they're really, really ill. They've been neutered. You can't breed from them. And they need medication. Right. Yeah, they've been returned today, just today. I don't know where it was located. I can only imagine that the Amazon will know who it is. It's their own driver. So they've been accused of catnapping. As a family, we were really worried as she always stays very close to home. This morning, after she'd been missing since yesterday, for some reason, I looked at the cameras. I'm sorry, but if your cat's been missing from yesterday, it wouldn't be for some reason. The first thing you do. I don't get cat owners. Please help me out here. I would never let my animals out of my sight. My bunnies don't go out of my sight. How can you just leave your pet to wander around all day and all night and just come back now and again for a bit of food and then bugger off again? I don't know. Am I missing something, guys? I don't get it. So many people were in the comments on the Facebook when I was looking at it yesterday saying, don't let your cats out. Keep them in the garden. Keep them indoors. And people go, oh, it's cruel. Well, it's not. You can walk them on a lead. You can get leads for cats. We've been conditioned to believe it's normal to just leave your cat wandering around. They cause car accidents. They get run over. They eat birds. Millions of birds a year are being killed from cats. They're unneutered. They breed and I don't get it. No other pet in the world would you keep and not have it in with you. I just don't get it. If I had a cat, it would be a house cat. I don't know. I can't imagine Do you not get stressed out, those sparks, Swain? Like, I don't know what it's like in America, but they were eating the swans. Yeah, they're part of your family. You know, I would never leave my animals for 1 second. But anyway, so we were devastated when we saw the driver lingering about, waiting to seize his opportunity. Can you imagine, though? Heart murmur, apparently. I just want to see, so there's the delivery driver is not directly, here we go, employed by Amazon, but by a subsidiary. This is the problem now. They've got all of these drivers, and they are all, majority of them, self-employed. So they don't work directly for Amazon. They just work for themselves. They do their own taxes. Well, don't even do them very well, probably. And they just work for themselves. And there's no accountability anymore. And you know who started all this? This was Tony Blair. He brought in the 0 hours contract because in the late 90s, I was on a 0 hours. I was working as a temp for temp agencies. So when they say the Conservatives started all this 0 hours contract, that's not true. I worked under Labour for years, temping. I had no holiday pay, no sick pay. I was on the bare bones of minimum wage, which was horrendous back then. I think it was £3.50 an hour if you were over 18. And then it went up again when you were over 21 to like £4 an hour. That's how, you know, money was terrible. And it was all, so it was Tony Blair that bought in. Majority of the crap and the shit that's going on now was bought in under the Blair Fabian government. What are people saying in the live stream, in the live chat? So let me show the last few comments, unfortunately. Haitians were eating cats and dogs, yeah. President Trump said that was happening, that it was denied and it was found to be true. Thankfully, never happened to me. I don't know what that was. If you order kebab meat and they go out the back to get it, be suspicious. I agree, Sal. I don't eat meat. Trump sent Haitians back first. He sure did. I want to volunteer to a dog rescue someday. I love dogs. Yeah, Blair. And Trump getting in Blair to do his peace thing. I just think, don't trust anybody. Hello, Mandy, love. My daughter's cats come running when you shake their harness. Oh, and sit and wait patiently for you to put them on. They've got harnesses. That is cute. That is cute. I'm not a cat or a dog person. I'm vegetarian. My dogs are behind electric gates and no one can get in. Well, there you go. Yeah, my boys, I don't even let them off the lead. Like I went out today because I've changed my phone number a few months ago. And I thought, oh, I need to update their microchips and I need to update their collar, their tags and everything. Hi, Nikki. And I went and got them the new tags. So I was like, what do I have put on there? I have my phone number put on and my, postcode, whatever, and their name. And I said, apparently you're not supposed to have the animal's name on the tag anymore because people will see it and think and call the dog and then the dog. But I thought, no, I've got to have their name. I have to have their name put on. So I did get the name put on. But guys, make sure your microchip's up to date. Make sure that your tags are up to date because, it's just not worth. It can take a split second, can't it? Just a split second. So we're going to see what else was happening at Davos today. Now, I haven't seen much, right? Because I say I've not really seen much news yet. Now, we know that Donald Trump was there yesterday. We know they were quite, he upset quite a lot of them again. And I know a lot of people don't like him and all this stuff. Whether he's a goodie or a baddie, in this crazy world, he can be very comical. Okay? That's all I want to say. He can be funny. Whether he's a goodie or a baddie, this world's insane. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So you might as well just have a laugh while you're there. Okay, so we've got... who else have we had? We've had Gavin Newsom there. We've had... apparently Elon Musk was there today as well. So we'll have a little look and see what he's... You see, the thing is, this WEF, it goes deep. It goes very, very deep. And I just don't get, like, they started in the 70s. I think it was like 70... 72 or 74. And they're not relevant. They're just not relevant there anymore, you know. Having this think tank, right, we're just going to see a little bit of what Elon Musk had to say. Just bear with me. I haven't seen this yet, as I say. Yeah, why is Beckham there?
Applause. Start again.
Why is he there? And the thing is, again, people saying, oh, why is Farage there? Now, whether you like Farage or not, I think it's good that he's there. Because he can get to speak to Trump. And he can tell, I don't think these world leaders know how bad it is. Even the most like hardline ones don't realise how bad it is living here. And secondly, regarding the Chagos deal, President Trump thought that we were making money from that. Even though he didn't agree with it, he thought, well, they're only like, they're letting them lease it for a bit and they're making some money. Now he's found out that not only are we giving it away permanently, we're then paying $39 billion for a privilege of leasing it back. So that's why Trump has said this is a stupid thing to do. And it is stupidity, which it is. So the EU now are going ahead with Chagos. Sorry, it's not the EU. Starmer is going ahead, giving away Diego Garcia, the base, giving away the island, and then they just don't care. They don't care. Keir Starmer knows East Curtains. We're going to get into that in a moment because it's looking like this Andy Burnham rumour is really ramping up now. So we'll have to wait and see. But Labour are making moves. They want shot of him. I dread to think what's coming next, guys. You think he was bad. Don't believe a word Andy Burnham says. Andy Burnham has been under every Labour since he's been, when Labour were in, he's changed his face for every single leader to suit that agenda. Don't fall for it. He's another Fabian, guys. But anyway, let's hear what Elon Musk had to say today.
That's better. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to make this interesting.
Hi, Stephen.
How many quotes are you going to want that are going to be after this session?
I don't know. I mean, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, actually.
So good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see everybody here. It's been an amazing week here in Davos. Hopefully everybody saw that we are...
Let's not forget that the Bilderberg do all this behind closed doors. This isn't even the worst one. The Bilderberg is worse.
We're having conversations here. Hopefully everybody agrees. There are some conversations that we may disagree. There's many conversations that we may have agreed. But through those conversations, and I think today's result with a peace agreement earlier today, the World Economic Forum is here to have those conversations, to have understandings, and also resolution. So it's an important component of who we and what we are, and I'm thrilled to have Elon Musk here. He came all the way from California to be here to see all of you. So thank you, Elon.
You're most welcome. I mean, I heard about the formation of the Peace Summit, and I was like, is that PIEC? You know, a little piece of Greenland, a little piece of Venezuela.
we got one.
All we want is peace.
Okay, I'm going to, as I said, I'm a pretty proud CEO of BlackRock since we went public. The compounding return of BlackRock to our shareholders was 21%. Since Elon took Tesla public, his compounded return is 43%. This is just another advertisement for everybody, especially for Europeans. This is why more citizens should be investing with growth, investing with their countries. Imagine if a lot of pension funds invested with Elon when Tesla went public, and how much
right, he's chatting nonsense. Let's just see if Trump's
way to do
Elon
this
says something
is
interesting.
AI and robotics, which doesn't mean that it is without its issues. I mean, we need to be very careful with AI. Hundreds of terawatts a year.
Is it me or does he not look? I've always said this. Elon Musk does not look human. What's that there as well? That scar. I'm honestly, he does. It's not. I'm not being horrible. Why is it that these people don't look human? You know, Zuckerberg, he doesn't look human either. None of them look human. Isn't it strange? I don't get it. Why is that? Right. I don't know who you are, Google person, but usually when people come in, they don't just ask for a mod. I don't know who you are. Hi, Ray Clay. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Guys, let me know. Did any of you get a notification? Just let me know. To give you a spanner. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is here. I've never seen that before. Let's just watch
It's by 100 miles, or call it, I don't know, 160 kilometers by 160 kilometers of solar is enough to power the entire United States. So the 100 mile by 100 mile area is I mean, you could take basically a small corner of Utah, Nevada, New Mexico. Obviously, you wouldn't want it all in one place.
I don't think it's human.
It is a very small percentage of the area of the U.S. to generate all of the electricity that the U.S. uses. And the same is true, actually, I mean, for Europe. You could take a small part, you could take relatively unpopulated areas of, say, Spain and Sicily and generate all of the electricity power that Europe needs.
So why don't you think that there's a movement towards that here and in the United States?
Well, there is.
As it is in China.
No, I didn't say it's like an alien Tramadol's watching me. Hi, Tram, by the way. One of my biggest fans is watching. He looks like a robot. I don't think. Oh, guys, look. Bonus points for anyone that can see what I'm talking about. He's autistic. What's your problem with that? I have no problem with. What's your problem with being autistic? My son's autistic, my husband's autistic, so why on earth would I have a problem with anyone being autistic? It's something to do with autism. He looks like a robot. Look what he's doing, guys. Look at the hand signals. There we go.
What would it take for Europe or the US to build it?
Hologram.
Commercially, if it's that scale.
Yeah, I think. Well, I can tell you what we're going to do, SpaceX and Tesla is we're building up large-scale solar.
Right.
So the SpaceX and Tesla teams both separately are working to build to 100 gigawatts a year of solar power in the U.S., of manufactured solar power. And that'll probably take us, I don't know, about 3 years or something. But these are pretty big numbers. Mm-hmm.
So he didn't say anything controversial then, apart from lots and lots of hand signals.
That's a rocket that you're using for the idea of going to Mars, right?
Yeah, Mars and the Moon, as well as for high-volume satellite stuff. So Starship, hopefully this year we should prove...
Surely he knows what he's doing. Surely he knows what that means. He's not even doing it like a little bit, he's doing it a lot. He's there got the okay sign. These people, they don't try and hide what they're doing. Who's this then, this Fink? Is he like the presenter of it or something? Very boring, nothing controversial. He says that he's for the people, and yet he sits there talking to these lot. The hand signals are for people like you, Penny, I'm sure. So why doesn't... I know, you couldn't make it up, love. You really couldn't, darling. Nah. I do believe that's one subject I've never covered on the Curious Bunny, and I'm getting a lot of people to ask for that. So I think it's about time we did cover the moon landings. It's something that to me is just so obvious that we didn't go, but then there are still people that believe it. So it's worth covering, I suppose, isn't it? Right, let's see what else is going on in the news. So the Crowborough thing, all we can do, I'll keep you updated. People are thinking, oh, well, it's not happening to me. Well, guys, it could be anywhere. It could literally be your town next. So, what's going on here? I'm just going to see if anything else has happened while we've been live on air. I know there's been more protests in Crowborough tonight, but I haven't got anything of that yet. Right, apparently Zelensky's gone off on one about the EU. You know, that coalition of the willies, what a bizarre thing that is. What a strange, you know, coalition of the willing. I just don't know what to say, really. You just couldn't make it up, could you? You could not make it up. Like, basically what that means is we haven't got the military might to do anything. We haven't got the money to do anything. We will never beat Russia, but we want to, you know, we're willing to try. You couldn't make this shit up, folks. But yeah, going back to Labour and what is happening over there. Now, there's been rumours for a while about Andy Burnham trying to get in to be an MP. Now, Andy Burnham, like I said before, he's the Mayor of Manchester. He served under the Corbyn government. No, not government, sorry, shadow government. He served under Corbyn, so he went really far to the left. He was under Blair. He was under Gordon Brown. And now, he's one of these Mr. Ben people. He'll put different hats on for different things. And he's mayor. Now, people think that he's really popular with the Labour. He's not very popular as what you think, because he's left, but he's not as centre as Keir Starmer, but he is still more centre than someone like Angela Rayner. Anyway, he's another Fabian. We know the Fabians. So he wants to be Prime Minister. And that's what he's been wanting to do for a long time. Look at these stupid ads, man. Really get on my wick. Look. This is on Sky News. So, for Andy Burnham to become Labour leader, i.e. Prime Minister, he would have to be an MP, obviously. Now, the way that this works is Labour have got to find a constituency that is a sure Labour stronghold. So an MP has to step down, which would trigger a by-election. And even though he might not be from that area, or is currently mayor in Manchester, he would then get a house, rent or buy a house in that constituency, pretend to live there, and go to be an MP. And this is how corrupt politics is in this country. You couldn't make it up. People have been saying this for the past 12 months. For Andy Burnham to get in, they'd have to get rid of an MP. Now, an MP was actually coming forward saying, I'll stand down and he can come and take my spot, even though he's not from this area or anything. Now, lo and behold, today, an MP, a Labour MP in a very strong Labour area, has decided to stand down because he's not very well. For his health, apparently. Nothing to do with the fact that he's mates with Andy Burnham and he wants him to take his seat so he can be Prime Minister. No. He's not very well. So he stood down and said Andrew Gwyn constituency has been touted as a potential seat for Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham. So what they do, the Labour lot, they look at all the constituencies and right, that one, if we had a by-election tomorrow, the Tories would likely get it. So we won't touch that, or Reform are likely to get that one. Oh, that one has got a really high Labour support. So a lot of them are in the Muslim areas. Right, well, we'll do that one then. It's so obvious Labour movement in the background. So a suspended Labour MP, he was suspended, has announced he's stepping down. He was suspended from Labour over offensive WhatsApps. He will soon retire from his Gorton and Denton constituency in Greater Manchester on medical grounds. So he's suspended from the party. Is that the one who said that all the grannies should die I'm not sure if that, I think it might be that one. Horrible person. This will trigger a by-election, which could potentially pave the way for Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham to become an MP. So it is in Manchester still. And then he could then become an MP and go for Starmer. We're not in a democracy. If we was in a democracy, that wouldn't happen. You wouldn't just pick and choose places to stick people, to let them get in, to then take over the country. I don't know what people think of this. So rumours ramped up in September. I'm shocked that Keir Starmer's been going this long. This MP, it's nothing to do with trying to get Burnham in. He suffered significant ill health over most of that time, because he was suspended for being disgusting about people on WhatsApp. And his GP has advised that despite treatment and support, so he's depressed, he still has a marked dissociation between the reality of his difficulties and the front that he shows to the world. Isn't that what everybody has? So don't we all show a front and we're suffering in silence? So remains on very high medication for his mental health. So he's going. Oh, it was the Diane Abbott one. It was him that was being racist and sexist about Diane Abbott and sexist about Angela Rayner. Said he hoped that was it, a pensioner, I was right, would soon die after asking a counsellor about bin collections and joking about a constituent being mown down by a truck. This is the MP who's got mental health. What a vile individual. He should have been sacked a long time ago. So they're saying the King of the North, Andy Burnham. Andy Burnham, I've been told, is not very popular in Manchester, and if he'd quit in May, he'll be breaking his promise to stay on until 2028. Well, what does that tell you about Labour breaking their promise? So watch this space, folks. I can see this happening. There's no way that that Labour are going to do well in the May election, or the Conservatives. So they're just trying to do something now to try and put people off actually doing anything, so they're going to think, right, well, if we can get people to get distracted with Andy Burnham, they might forget how much we hate Labour. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Right, what are people saying in the live chat? Let me know. Let's have a look. We got yes, Mandy and sooner the better. Guy Fawkes, that was. Rhea Starmers, an anchor. He is. They're so I know, they are, Stephen. Angela Ginger Growler, Angela Rayner. Honestly, I have never known anything like this country. And honest to God, Momo snoring. I have never known anything like it. This government can get away with anything. Absolutely anything they want to. They can be caught for fraud. They can be caught for lying, constantly lying. And what about the Ukrainians? What about the Ukrainian rent boys? Now, apparently they're in court in April next year. I just don't know. I just there's so much more to that, and there's clearly been a D notice put on it. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Right, let's see if there's anything else going on. So Davos, there wasn't much today, I don't think, going on. A couple of stories that I wanted to mention the other day, but G-Dog, I can't say his full name because he'll get up. But G-Dog was wanting to go for a poop. I've already took him out, so he's been out twice today, so I think he's all right now. The other day, on the 20th, 2 bodies, this is just that I know of, I haven't checked for more, of men. 2 men were just found dead. Now, the last couple of years, it's been women of a certain age turning up dead in places, and they always say there's nothing to see here, no suspicious circumstances. Now, this is bizarre. I've read about the first story of someone being found passed away, and then I've read another story about another male found passed away, and I thought it was a bit bizarre. Tragic find, body found in popular UK park as cops launch probe over unexplained death. The victim's death is being treated as unexplained. So they must have something, because usually it's not suspicious and a file is being passed to the coroner. Now this one was in Bristol. Cops rushed to Cotham Gardens in Bristol after members of the public reported concerns for the welfare of an individual. The scene was reportedly cornered off, while one witness said the area was completely surrounded by police. Despite the best efforts, the man was... so he was actually alive when they found him. Victim's death are ongoing. So officers were called today, Tuesday, in Bristol. A member of the public raised concerns for an individual's welfare. A man was pronounced dead. His death is being treated as unexplained. Now, there's a few things that could be going on here. One, it could be that he's collapsed from the old clot shot and he's had a heart attack and he's unfortunately passed away. Two, he could have been attacked. But then you'd think if he'd been attacked, they would say it wouldn't be unexplained, would it? It'd be a bit obvious. You know, all the forensics are there and everything. So I seen that and I thought, oh my gosh, you know, that's a bit weird. And then I carried on. This was like, it wasn't yesterday, it was Tuesday, the day when I was going live. And then I found another one, another story, one after another. Another one. So let's just have a look at this. This is really weird. This was a school playing field. A schoolgirl found him dead. Very much loved dad, 45, found dead at school by girl. 11, pictured as tributes rolling, beautiful father who loved fishing. Oh God, look at all these. Get off. A man who was found dead on a school field by an 11-year-old girl heading for a PE lesson has been pictured for the first time. Another one. This is in Wolverhampton. Neil Thompson, he was found dead. This guy here. There he is with the fish that he's caught. He was sadly found with injuries. So this one's not just collapsed, died suddenly. In school grounds. What is going on? Why was he at the school? Why was he injured? His devastated family being supported by police. Our beautiful son, brother, father and friend Chuck. They very much loved in the community of fishing. His one true love. So, yeah, horror, a schoolgirl left screaming. So he'd been beaten up by the looks of it. So I don't know what's going on. Why are these people being found in parks and in school playing fields just dead? Do we have another killer? Another one, look, West Midlands Police said the death was being treated as unexplained. Another unexplained. How can it be unexplained if it's been found with beaten up? I think that's a bit obvious, you know. I'm no detective, but they say we are currently treating his death as unexplained and officers are reviewing CCTV footage from around the area to establish exactly what happened. The victim was seen at 1 a.m. this morning on Wheatsheaf Road. Anyone local? I know someone who used to live on that road. I used to work with them, Wolvo, and was then sighted on the school grounds. Why would he be on the school grounds at 7:15 in the morning? He was last seen wearing distinctive camouflage jacket, gilet, a grey gilet, jeans and a beanie. He was also carrying a red rucksack and may have been wearing sunglasses. Right, okay, so it's the middle of winter and he's hanging around a school ground at 7:15 in the morning. No, he was found at 7:15. He was seen at 1 a.m. with a but there's no dog. There doesn't mention a dog, with sunglasses on. This is giving me a bit of a creepy vibe that he's been caught. I don't know, I might be wrong, but, you know, as somebody looking at this objectively, you know, you got to wonder why a grown man, was hanging around a school in early hours, if he was found at 7:15 and he was last seen at 1 a.m, that means between 1 a.m and when he was found at 7:15, he was hanging around there, right, with sunglasses on in the dark, because if he was found at 7:15, it would have happened before that. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Don't know. Weird. Something's off. Hanging around a school playing field with sunglasses on. Has someone seen him there and thought, what are you doing? Why are you hanging around a school playing field? And they've beaten him up. So the school is closed now. So that's 2 in one day. Both men. What are people saying in chat? Oh, very suspicious. A lot of men at the... Yeah, it was women the last few years, wasn't it, Loza? Yeah, I never believed it would get this bad. Yeah, I knew it was going to get bad, but it's got worse than anyone thought, I think. It's just become a complete and utter shithole, hasn't it, basically, this country. And that's putting it lightly. So I'm going to come off in a sec because I wanted to keep these... I want to do more streams, but shorter. So like keep them to like an hour with more like updates, but then do them more often. So I just think that going back to the Crowbridge thing, there has been a lot of protests this evening, so I will be putting them on the internet, on the channel tonight, sorry. I'm just having a quick look at Twitter, seeing if anything else has happened since we've been on. And apparently that lunatic, that green lunatic guy, has been put on... What's this video he's done here? This Zach dude. Look at this. Hang on. Right, you know that Zach Polanski? Now, you do know that this guy's changed his name twice, don't you? The leader of the Greens. Just quickly, I just want to show you this. Are you okay, Dave? Look at this, Adam Brooks, a good guy, Adam Brooks. This dude was a hypnotist who hypnotised women to make them believe that their boobies could get bigger by thought. And he's changed his name twice. He's a complete psychopath. He's a lunatic. And apparently he's done a video. Let's just see, just quickly. Adam Brooks has posted it. I do like Adam Brooks. I like him intellectually, but he's also a bit of a hottie. Not him, this dude.
Why does it feel like everyone's running all the time? You are, we all are, like we can never catch a breath.
Why is it so quiet?
Water bills up. You dread opening that next energy bill.
Turn your audio up, guys. It's really quiet. Look at him. What's he doing?
Reading glasses are too expensive, so you squint. Even going to the dentist gets put off. So you cut back and you pick up the pace. No holiday this year. Sorry, kids. Living with tooth pain. You take a second job, sometimes 3, just to stay where you are. Wages stuck in 2008. Prices racing ahead. You never get to see the kids, snapping at them when you do. And it's the same story all around the country. Cities, towns, villages. People working full-time, still broke. Builders building houses they'll never live in. Nurses queuing up at food banks. And we're the lucky ones, the ones with jobs. Some people can't run at all. Students buried in debt. Disabled kids denied support. Pensioners choosing which room to heat, if any. The pressure never lifts, so the rest of us run faster to help the people we love. The NHS is buckling. Our rivers are full of filth. Hopelessness sets in, and you're moving so fast, everything is just a blur. And that's when it hits you. What if the answer isn't to run faster? What if the most powerful thing we can do, all of us, all together at once, is to stop running and look around? Because the moment you stop running and really look, one thing becomes really clear. When the rest of us are killing ourselves to create wealth, and hardly any of it is coming back to our communities.
Just have his teeth.
Going somewhere else, upwards to the pockets of the super rich.
He looks like a crack addict.
This isn't just an economic failure. It's a failure of leadership. The people we elected choose to serve the wealthy and not us. And yes, That is obscene. Good leaders put people before profit. They know homes are for living in, not landlords' portfolios. Energy is for warming those homes, not record dividends. And rivers are for nature and swimming in, not being poisoned to
He's
protect
got the lisp,
profits.
hasn't
And
he?
when we live well and we protect our environment, we don't burn out. It's how we grow. It's how our whole country grows.
Right, this
And yes,
guy is an
together-
actor. You can just tell. Look at how he's speaking. Look at them teeth, man. Adam Brooks has posted his video and he's put... Just pause it a minute.
You are
Pause. This man, dear people of Britain, this man wants more immigration, wants more asylum seekers if he can get any more, wants heroin and crack legalised. He wants men in women's spaces. He wants to bankrupt us over net zero. He wants to stop wars by politely asking and we'll scrap our nukes. This guy is as left as they go. So I would say, you know, is looking at him there, he's a very good speaker. I don't think, well, not for me. Hi, Gina, love. But he's a very good speaker, as in he comes across well, for one of them anyway, for the lefties. And he's getting a lot of airtime, and he's good as a front man. And you can, apparently, they're like third in the polls now. They've taken over the Lib Dems that are just nowhere to be seen. And people are going to see that and think, there is no dentist, there is no money. I am doing all these extra jobs, or I am disabled, and think he's the answer. But it's no good making a video and saying all these problems. Well, what are you going to do about them then? You're going to bring in more immigrants. You're going to tax more people so that they have to leave the country. You know, it's just absolutely bonkers. He's a dangerous man. He's a very dangerous man. I might do a deep dive on him, actually. But yeah, I'm going to get off. But we're probably going to keep doing these shorter 1 hour. Well, I've gone over today. But 1 hour either every day or every other day for the next couple of weeks. And just see how it gets on. Because I put a post up earlier, and my community posts get massive engagement. Some of them get thousands of likes and lots of comments and people giving their opinions, and I love all the opinions and that. And then the shorts do well, but my live streams and my videos don't get the engagement. And now I know that YouTube are pushing shorts and they're obviously pushing community posts, but I wanted to see if there's, hi Lance, if we can get some engagement going in my live streams, because eventually I'll start opening up the panel again and getting people in to talk about, you know, topics of what we're on about, not just people coming on and arguing. I want to keep it on topic over here. So let's just see if we do regular streams, if people will, you know, engage more. Let's see, because it's good though. We've seen a few people tonight that haven't been in for a while. It's good to see you, Lance. It's good to see you, Loza, my lovely. Mandy popped in as well, my cousin. Choose a regular time. Well, I've been doing 8, but it was going to be 8 o'clock, to be honest. But I had to walk George. That's the problem with me, you see, Terry Knowles Band again. It's so difficult with getting a child ready for bed and getting the dogs walked. Sometimes George likes to go between 8 and 9. Which is when I set it for 8, I think, right, well, I can take him after 9. Tonight, I took him early. I took him at 5 to 8, which is why I was a bit late for my stream. So if I'm going to try and do a regular news roundup either every night, not permanently, that's too much work, but on this channel, either every night or every other night, just a short 1 hour catch up of what's been happening for the day. Oh, take care, Mandy, darling. Say hello to Athena for me. And just see how we get on. I'll be doing a review of another video on the Curious Bunny on Sunday night. It's going to be a flat earth video. We're going to go and review one of Eric DeBay's videos. If you're into that sort of stuff, over on the Curious Bunny. We did. And do you remember when I first got Oscar? He would keep me up all night. He's going to be 5 in June. Keep me up all night. George, well, do you know what? He's been silent all through this, darling, because he's already had his walk. He's had his poop. So that's the key, is getting him walked. But he likes 2 a day, you see. And his second one is usually about between 8 and 10. So he's been early for it. and he's asleep now. So there you go. I've not been interrupted. Right then, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Friday night tomorrow, so I don't know what we're going to be doing yet. I will be doing a live. I might do it on Penny Bunny. We might just have a random pop-up live, just a bit of fun. I know the fish tank's gone now, Lee. That's been gone a few years. I've got spiders, though. We've got some spiders coming. We could always film the spiders, but I don't think I'd get many people in. Yeah, Penny Bunny stuff's going to be in the summer. We're going to be out and about. I'll be doing some garden streams, and I'll be going out and about outdoors. Quite a bit booked up already, so hopefully that. Oh, and the Greenland thing as well. Forgot to mention the rabbits eating the cake. Remember when Dandelion got electrocuted? Honestly, those were funny days. Maybe they'll come back one day. Maybe I'll be able to stay up late streaming, but we used to have such a laugh back then. They're still on there, you know, for members. They're on my channel. Sometimes I get recommended them. If I'm on like my Curious Bunny, I'm logged in as Curious Bunny, it'll recommend Penny Bunny and vice versa. And sometimes I'll watch them back for like 5 years ago. And past ones as well. They were fun. Anyway, you guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Watch this space. I don't know what channel. I'm going to be testing you all to see if you've got your little bells on. I'm joking. All right, good night, guys. God bless. And yeah, and Greenland apparently sorted out. If you live in Greenland, you're getting £1 million by Trump. There's only about 50,000 people on that island. Greenland's full of ice and Iceland's full of greenery. Absolutely bonkers. It's backwards. Bit like the UK then. No, my spiders are not horrible. Right, just quickly before we go, I want to show you one. My little baby. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Just quickly. Right, if you don't like spiders, turn away now. Okay? If you don't like them, turn off now, and I'll say good night. God bless. Right, let's get a couple of pictures up from mine. I'm terrified of spiders. I'm not going to lie. I am petrified, right? But I'm trying to get over my fear by getting some little cutie ones. Okay, so here's one. I am petrified of them, darling. But these are jumping spiders. These are dead cute. They're not scary. Hang on. Come on. Back. Right, I'm just trying to get into my emails. Hold on. Right, here's one. Right, I am terrified, okay, of spiders. But jumping spiders are not like normal spiders. They're cute. So this is Barbie. Okay. I'm gonna find some more. Oh, my little one's here now. I need to go and sort him out for bed. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm going now anyway. I just wanted to show you a couple of these. Do you think she's cute, guys? So that's Barbie girl. She's changed. She's got purple eyes. She's got little pink behind these little handies. She's got little pink fangs. She escaped yesterday. She's only little, but she's grown a little bit now. She escaped yesterday and she got onto Al's hand to get back in because she was scared. I'm just going to show you. Where's Romeo is dead cute as well. Little Romeo. That's Jack's one. They're the most intelligent spiders in the world, these ones. In the world, regal jumpers. And they're not like, they won't hurt you. Just trying to find a decent picture of Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Right, guys, if you're scared, just go, because we're ending the stream now anyway. I can't see the chat because I'm just sending a picture. So, let me know. Just find. And then Al's got one as well, Steve. So there you go. That's Barbie. And then we've got the moon landings. I think that'll be a good one. Do you? Because I know that some people still believe in them. Apparently, I'm told. Does anybody here still believe in the moon landings? And then this isn't a very good picture because my camera's had it. But this is Romeo. That's Jack's one. Hi, Bridget. Do you find him scary? And it's a terrible picture, but he's got iridescent green little fangs. And they don't bite you. They sit on your... I'm scared. I won't touch them. But they're ever so friendly, you know. So there you go. So you've seen a couple. No, we don't breed them. You're joking, aren't you? So there you go. So that is what we have now. We don't have fish anymore. They're too much work. You can't have fish if you're going to have dogs and that. And the amount of work I do. Hi, Bridget, I do for the wildlife. It's killing me. So anyway, I'm going to go. I'll tell you what we could do. We could, we'll look at, he is cute, Lee. See? What sounds adorable? That one? Or, no, he's not. They're fluffy. They're dead cute. I'll do some videos. Anyway, guys, there you go. Apart from a part-time job driving the space Tesla. you guys take care. And, yeah, well, I'll be live tomorrow night. I've been very busy on my channels this week. Very busy. But anyway, you guys take care. Good night. Lots and lots of love. And I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what channel yet. It probably won't be this one. It'll be either The Curious or Penny Bunny. Just watch this space. Or it might be this one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But we'll get there.